Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be looking at the latest release from the Disney parks, which is a replica of the Blade of Ochi. And it looks like they rebranded to their replica collection, and it looks like they're calling it the Galactic Archive series, which is kind of cool. So this does light up and it's going to come with the base. And you know what? They're not that expensive. This one, I want to say it's $69.99. Or I want to say that $89.99. I totally forget, but I get a small discount with my annual pass. But I'll flash it here on the screen. But so far it looks pretty cool. So I was originally going to 3D print this file, and I actually tested a 3D print of this. I just thought it was one of the coolest things from the sequels, even though, you know, obviously the backstory of it was kind of not really explained, and you know, there was kind of a cheesy way they introduced it, but nevertheless I kind of like the idea of a blade with like this little, you know, map indicator. Anyways, you know, I was trying to look for some good positive things from the sequels, and this one was one of them. So I'm kind of glad that Disney came out with it, so I didn't have to kind of rework it from the 3D file. So it does light up, and as you can see here, you can remove the back part of it. You do need a screwdriver to open it up, and then once you do that, you insert the battery. And the cool thing is it comes with the battery, so you don't have to go buy one, and you just plug it back in and it's pretty much ready to go. You lock it back up, and then you have to hold it for about 3 seconds for it to light up. And it took a couple tries for me to figure that out. But yeah, so about 3 seconds you hold it down before it lights up. And it actually has different sequences. So one of them is just kind of a solid color, and if you hold it down for 3 more seconds, it starts to pulsate, which is kind of cool. You know, I don't really recall the movie and the sequence in the movie. I'm assuming it's going to be like a kind of a pulse. It does have the little, I guess, indicator there, and it kind of looks like just like a little ruler. But overall, it's pretty cool. It feels nice. It's plastic. Although the golden indicator, that part seems to be metal, but I don't think it is. I think it's still going to be like plastic or resin. But anyways, right out of the box, it looks pretty good. You got to obviously remove the stickers. It comes somewhat weathered. So I think what today I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be re-weathering this thing to make it just look more like an ancient relic. Here's the blade on the stand. The stand is kind of cool. You know, it's pretty simple, just like a little plastic stand with some acrylic risers. But overall, it looks cool. It almost reminds me of the sword of Omens from Thundercats. Maybe that's why I'm kind of drawn to it. Let's look at it as is out of the box. Like I said, you don't really have to do much. It comes out pretty good right out of the box, but let's weather it up and make it look more authentic. So my go-tos usually for weathering is just black acrylic paint, and then usually I'll put in a little bit of brown and either a burnt sienna or a kind of like a raw umber. Usually those are my go-to when weathering, and it also depends the look you're going for, right? So like I think the burnt sienna sometimes could give it like a kind of a more like rusty look. So but today I'm just gonna go for just a dark weathering on it. So you just put a little bit of water there. I put a little too much water, but it's okay, because at first we want to get the black paint into all the little cracks and all the little crevices of the like hieroglyphics on there. So I wanted to make sure it really gets in there, so it really makes all those, you know, all the writing pop. So all you do is just kind of just almost like you're painting it, right? Now I'm going to speed up the process here, and like I said, all I'm doing is just getting the paint into the cracks there and, you know, just making it dirty. Now I did want to change it up a little bit here. I took out some of the water and put a little bit more paint, just because it really wasn't sticking to the interior part of the cracks. So I went ahead and kind of thickened up the paint. And what I would recommend is don't be scared to put it on there. It's you could always just wipe it right off. I usually use like a Clorox wipe, or when my kids were younger, I would use baby wipes, and baby wipes actually work a lot better because it doesn't have any alcohol in it, so it doesn't dilute the paint as quickly. So like I said, all you're doing is really just putting the paint all over it. You're going to do multiple layers of it. You really want to hit kind of the crevices, just to make sure it looks like, grime would be in there. And then the high spots, you generally want to leave somewhat cleaner, right? Because normally that's where kind of the dirt would wipe off, right? Any of the high spots. So all you're doing is applying and kind of taking it off, dabbing it off. And as you can see, it looks much better. You could really see the hieroglyphics in there. And it just, now the blade just looks like an ancient relic, right? It looks more metallic when you weather it like this. So I really like how it came out. Like I said, all you need is just a little bit of black acrylic, a little bit of just brown. And here it is under kind of lower light in my collection room. I'm really happy the way it turned out. You definitely need to weather it. I mean, you don't have to, I guess, but by weathering it, like I said, it really turns it into a replica as opposed to like a little toy, right? And for display purposes, it looks beautiful. I'm really, really happy. Here it is under low light, so you could see how it looks with the lights. I'm probably not going to use the stand that it came with. I'm probably going to switch it out for something to hang it up on my little... I have like a little curio wall, like kind of like an oddity wall. And so I'm probably going to hang it up there somehow. I'll probably look for some type of like hanging mechanism, some way to hang it. But overall, I'm really happy with this. I really, really suggest weathering it. Don't be scared. Weathering is super fun. And especially for something that's not super expensive like this, you're not going to mess it up. Worst case scenario, again, you just take a Clorox wipe and just wipe it all off and you're all set. It's kind of back to normal. Like I said, this is a really cool replica. It's available, I believe, at the Disney parks and at the Disney store. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review / weathering tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and let me know how I can make these better. Thanks, guys.